but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up right here. Second in steals, fifth in assists, and they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And going back to their steals ranking, you have to appreciate the quick hands. I mean, the ball's never safe when they're on the prowl, and I think that mentality is what bothers opponents.
And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Vucevic.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish. That's
what we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
It's stolen by Sullinger.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Now here's Gordon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's Orlando converting.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Johnson with a screen on Payton. It's stolen by Vucevic. Payton against Thomas. Payton dishes to Vucevic. And there's the call by the official. He'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Celtics making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And a switch here also for Orlando. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Oladipo. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And he gets it to go. Orlando's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Outside Gordon. Pass to Fournier. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bradley. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
On the wing, Turner. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Thomas against Jennings. Kicks to Watson. Here's Azania. Good if it goes. Oh, and he just not. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Celtics lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stance here for the Celtics?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Turner passes to Smart. And it's Turner off the drive. And Zeller kicks to Turner. Out to the right wing. For 3. No luck. So Orlando will take it the other way. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. We've got your Rebco. Isaiah Thomas out there with Smart. Then it's Tyler Zeller. And it's Turner in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. Third spot, the Celtics.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
And the Celtics making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Oladipo's checked in. Down low. Jennings with the steal. Pass to Hazanya. Now the dish to Jennings. Free throw line jump shot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Smart dishes to Urebko. Got a piece of it. Here's Hazanya. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And Orlando has possession. Following the bucket by the Celtics. The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Sellinger's checked in for Boston. Jay Crowder comes in for Urebko. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Jason Smith. Aaron Gordon comes in for Ilyasova. Fournier is checked in for Hazanya. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Brandon Jennings. Crowder, the pass to Smart. Out to Turner. Beyond the arc. Orlando leading. Payton drives in. Outside Turner. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Turner. Pass to Payton. It's stolen by Sellinger. Here's Crowder. Boston again missing. Well, Orlando shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. Oladipo for 3. Crowder pulls it in.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
All right, let's keep it going.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Picked by Vucevic. Payton dishes to Gordon. There's a minute 40 left in the first half. Good D by Johnson.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 3-point Boston lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And there's the feed to Smart. There's the triple. Orlando grabs the miss. Payton outside. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Good D by Sullinger.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That's good.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Fournier in the corner to halt the run. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Crowder, the pass to Smart. Bradley drives in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
He's perfect from the line this time. Got it up. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
The second half just about to get going here. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. And it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. Here's Thomas. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. 2 on the clock. Bradley. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Now Bradley, after Isaiah Thomas missed from long range. Got a piece of it. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Back to Payton. Fournier dishes to Payton. Good on the shot. Payton's got 5 now.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And a switcher also for Orlando. Hezonja, he's checked in for Fournier. Here's Johnson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Hezonja. He has 6. Feet away. Oladipo for 3. And he gets it to go. Oladipo's got 5 points now this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Back to Thomas. It's tipped. And they get it back. Another shot. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The pass to Hazania. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Sullinger's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Smart passes to Johnson. It's Sullinger with the drive. It's Oladipo on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks it to Payton. Passes it to Hazania. Unloads from 13. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dishes to Crowder. Tipped away. And stolen by Payton. Here's Hazania. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Amir Johnson. And Turner's subbed in for Crowder. Celtics leading by 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. That's good. Thomas got 5 now.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation? And that's...
The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Jonas Jerebko out there with Zeller. And it's Thomas in the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Thomas. The Magic trail by 6. Out to the right wing. Ilyasova inside the line. Shot is off. And it's Boston the other way.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Doubled by Smith. It's stolen by Smith.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
And it's good. Watson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Magic. Feeds it to Zeller. Outside Thomas. Right side Turner. Clock at 6. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Boston. Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Hazania comes in for C.J. Watson.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
From deep, Thomas.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him. Johnson, he's checked in for your Rebco. And a switcher also for Orlando. Payton's checked in. Pass to Hazania. The Magic need to get a shot off here. There's the 3. No good. Celtics leading by 4. On the wing, Turner. Back to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. And he gets it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Turner with the steal. Here's Bradley. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Back to Thomas. Turner with it. Now Payton defending. Turner dishes to Sullinger. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 7. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Thanks, Doris.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he gets it to go.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
And that one's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
He feeds it to Johnson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
From D, Billy Silva. No good.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside, because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the left wing. Misses the wing J.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds clock. It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Nuggets come into town for this one. Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina. On 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Denver Nuggets come into tonight's game after losing earlier in the season in their last game against San Antonio. Win against them would do them wonders. 0-3 so far in the season.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, it appeared to me as well that they kind of gave in. And I understand it's hard to try to come back, but you've got to show more fight than they did.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Denver, Harris is out there with Moutier. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. And it's Sampson in at the 3. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Here's Harris. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
He was on that pass in a flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it off.
And Green gets it to go.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
Now here's Moutier. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Jokic. Covered by Duncan. Moutier, no good.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
Just 5 on the clock. Plenty of space. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. Number 1, the Spurs.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they play.
Harris misses. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Now, here's Moutier. Poke loose. It's stolen by Green. Parker's shot is off.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. And you get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field. West to screen on Augustine. And Mills kicks to Anderson. Parker's shot is off.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Arthur passes to Augustine. The dish to Arthur. Pass to Barton. Takes the 3. And that one's good. Barton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
They set the pick. Parker dishes to Anderson. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Anderson's got his first points in this one. Here's Laverne, fended by West. Miller, that's for 2. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And Anderson gets it to go.
That's how you make an impact with defense. And once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Augustine. Sweet little floater. Augustine's got his first points of the night.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
With 2 seconds left. Off the inbound pass. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
One quarter in the book.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
And really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in at point guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Duncan, he's checked in for Anderson. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Denver. Moutier comes in for DJ Augustine. Puts up the baby hook. Duncan with the block. But they'll get another chance. Sampson. Jokic passes to Sampson. To the paint. Pass to Jokic. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Green. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Green's got 6.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish.
Fareed with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Out to Harris. Fires for 3. Fareed the pass to Sampson. Here's Moutier. The Nuggets with another miss. And San Antonio shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Leonard sets a screen for Aldridge. And here's Mills from the arc. The shot will not go. And Denver the other way now. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Kicks to Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Out to Duncan. Pass to Mills. Five on the clock. In the corner, it's Aldridge. They kick it out to Green. Shot is no good. And it's Denver the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. San Antonio leading. Outside Leonard. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. West is checked in for Duncan. DL comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. Leonard kicks to Diaw. Green dishes to West. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
San Antonio making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Augustine again. Parker. From 17 feet out.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Here's Parker.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Here's West. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And Parker with the basket on the assist from West. Parker's got 5. Clark, you talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And now the fast break. Anderson with the ball.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's West. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's San Antonio as they wrap up the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You gotta like what DJ Augustine has done in this game.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You gotta like what DJ Augustine has done in this game.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Harris. He's out there with Moutier, and it's Fareed in at the 4. Good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Misses from short range.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Harris, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Stolen. Harris against Parker. Harris passes to Jokic. Over to the left wing. And it's slammed in by Fareed. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. Fareed goes in. Out to Harris. Screen by Fareed. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Fires the 3. And Harris gets it to go on the assist for Moutier. And now a 4-point Denver lead. Mills with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Back to Aldridge to stop the run. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Denver leading by 4. Now the pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Fareed. Duncan with the block. Outside, Green. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Patty Mills with the three.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. A different look now for San Antonio. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Anderson in for Kawhi Leonard. Screen by Fareed. To the wing right side. Feeds to Augustine. Here's Tupac. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. To the left side wing. To the right side. Green with the rebound.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Barton in the corner. There's the three. Great D that time from Green. San Antonio trailing here. Back to Anderson. To the left side wing. Here's West. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Fareed goes in. Fareed a screen on Green. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Parker kicks to Mills. And here's Anderson from the arc. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. They've got Duncan. Mills out there with Tony Parker. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Aldridge in at the power forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Green is checked in for Patty Mills. And Denver with a change here, too. Fareed's checked in for Mike Miller. Sampson's shot is off. Spurs shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And here's Green outside. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got his 5th rebound in this one. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Moutier pass to Sampson. Here's Jokic. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. just over a minute played here in the fourth. Leonard, that's for two. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. Moutier dishes to Fareed. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Moutier's got 4 points this quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
San Antonio calls timeout. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
Here's Simmons. Good on the triple. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
Denver calls timeout.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Moutier pass to Jokic. Dishes it to Fareed. Down low. And he jams it with authority. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And San Antonio has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. That is good.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Here's Harris. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Jacks up a three. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Moutier. Out left to the wing. Here's Sampson. Got a piece of it. And Anderson slams it in.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here is Harris. Jokic. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
And Fareed kicks to Harris. Jokic passes to Harris. Count it, and the foul. That one on Martin. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Fareed dishes to Moutier. The kick out to Fareed. To the wing on the left. Harris passes to Fareed. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Second chance shot. Leonard with the steal. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket. No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
The Nuggets now on offense, leading by 5. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Moutier. Off the inbound. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, it's gone back and forth for a while here, but they're really starting to push out. They're looking good right now.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're losing by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I think he's just trying to send his team a message, you know, not willing to give up on this game just yet. Just trying to instill that fight in this group.
Yeah, hey, I'm all for giving messages and teaching lessons, and I respect that, but at some point, if it's over, it's over. I mean, you need to be looking at the next one. This one's done. Forget about it. Let's move on.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Guys, what do you think?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe.
And during the few moments that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. This game in Sacramento marks the start of a homestand for the Kings.
And, guys, this is an opponent that's given them problems first 2 times out that they met. Both losses. We'll see if the third time is the charm.
This is their last chance, Greg. I mean, the final game of their season series against this group. So they're looking for a measure of redemption and, of course, trying to avoid being swept.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Amir Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Sullinger in at the 5 down low. Rondo's shot is good.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Thomas against Rondo. A 3 ball. No good. On defense, the Celtics. 4-point game. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
Rondo on the double team. And the Celtics with possession here. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Bellinelli kicks to AC. Cousins, the pass to Bellinelli. That's good. Bellinelli's got his first bucket of the night.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Celtics shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Now here's Rondo. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Rondo on the double team. And Thomas, here we go. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Kings have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Rondo kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Rondo. At the top of the key, Cousins. Outside for Rondo. 6 to shoot. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Third spot, the Celtics.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Bellinelli. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Sacramento. Caspi comes in for Quincy Ace. And McLemore subbed in for Bellinelli. Celtics also with a sub. Turner's checked in for Crowder.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Gay dishes to Rondo. Down low. Here's McLemore. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Some changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Cauley Stein comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Celtics, Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Johnson. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Smart kicks to Zeller. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Right side, Collison. Inside. Caspi. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Thomas with the ball. Picked up by Collison. Out to Turner. Fires the three. Feeds it to Smart. Outside Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Smart passes to Urebko. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
The drive by Collison. Can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 7. Smart kicks to Thomas. Off target from three-point range. For Sacramento, they've gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Good.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Here's Smart from outside off the mark.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Kings shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That free throw good for McLemore. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Thomas. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. There's the pass to Smart. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Kings lead by 9. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Kings, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Sacramento. Quincy AC out there with DeMarco. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Smart dishes to Johnson. Here's Sullinger. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
The offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Crowder with the steal. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And he gets it to go.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
And it's good.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Paulie Stein comes in for Quincy Acey. Caspi, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bellinelli in for Rajon Rondo. And Bellinelli kicks to Caspi. 6 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. In the corner, Collison with it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Smart. In the corner, Crowder with it. He kicks it to Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Turner's checked in for Smart. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
The Kings have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Yarebko's checked in for Boston. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bellinelli passes to Collison. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Zeller, he's checked in for the Celtics. Thomas comes in for Jay Crowder. Bradley dishes to Thomas. From downtown, kept alive by Boston. Second chance shot. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Here's Turner. That 3 off the mark. Sacramento leading by 12. To the paint. Here's Koufos. That ball, great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 3 assists tonight. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Good on the 3-point shot. Thomas got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he could afford to give.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Koufos. Quincy Ace has come in for Cauley Stein. Rudy Gay's checked in for Caspi. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. Both free throws good from Bellinelli. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Thomas goes in, gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Thomas got 5 now.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 26 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Thomas.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Gay. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Gay's got 4 this quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Thomas goes in. Over in the corner, Turner. Here's Bradley. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. It's Sacramento. They lead by 13. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Jay Crowder. He's really been playing well.
And the approach in that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Jay Crowder. He's really been playing well.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Crowder in it, the three slot. Outside Rondo. Rudy Gay on the wing. 6 to shoot. The shot by Rondo is no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Stolen by Gay. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Here's AC. And he jams it with authority.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help. Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Johnson, the pass to Sullinger. Thomas dishes to Bradley. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Marco Bellinelli picks it up. The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And a change for the Celtics. Marcus Smart's checked in for Thomas.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either. As good a foul shooter as he is. Emphatic throw down there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
Nothing soft about his approach at the attack.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Boston making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Crowder. He's covered closely. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Jared Sullinger.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
The later we get in the season, the hotter these teams have gotten. They're shooting leaders since the All-Star break in the NBA. 5th best, the Kings.
Kevin, all shooters need to have good legs. Part 2 of the season has given these guys fresh legs.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Zeller, he's checked in for Boston. Urebko's checked in for Amir Johnson. The drive by Collison. In the corner, it's McLemore. And powered down the jam.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Cleveland and, of course, the Boston Celtics. They're tied right now. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Crowder kicks to Urebko, and he gets it to go. Urebko's got his second basket of the game.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Let's hear it for your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Kings leading now by 10. A drive by Collison. It's tipped. Stolen by Smart. Crowder with it. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. Crowder kicks to Zeller. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kings moving the ball around. Caspi passes to Cauley-Stein. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. Well, Sacramento, since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up here. Second in steals, fifth in field goal percentage, and they are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And going back to their steals ranking, you have to appreciate the quick hands. I mean, the ball's never safe when they're on the prowl, and I think that mentality is what bothers opponents.
Here's McLemore. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. So he gets them both. Celtics trail by 12. And Turner kicks to Zeller. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
McLemore dishes to Collison. And it's blocked. Now here's Smart, guarded by McLemore. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here. The Celtics have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And both free throws good from Crowder. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. The dish to McLemore. Stolen by Smart. Here's Thomas. Not enough on that one as it misses. And he makes the first. That one is no good. Here's Smart. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Kings lead by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Caspi is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Kings leading now by 9. It's tipped. Crowder with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Crowder kicks to Johnson. The shot, no good. The Kings shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. And that'll be his third foul so far. Quincy Acey's checked in for the Kings. Bellinelli comes in for McLemore. Rondo kicks to Cousins. 8 feet away. That one a little long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Boston.
Evan Turner.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Out to Turner. Sullinger outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Gay outside. Jacks up a three. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Johnson. Outside Bradley. Sullinger passes to Johnson. Lets it go with a three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Gay. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Celtics trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Kings leading now by 9. Left side Rondo. Baseline Jay on the way. Rebound Boston. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The three from Thomas. Sacramento grabs the miss. Gay's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Here's Thomas. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Rondo, good. Celtics trail by 11. Thomas goes in, and that's collected by Gay.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The shot no good. Well, the Celtics shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Turner. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Bradley dishes to Johnson. Tipped away. 5 on the clock. Thomas goes in. And there's a whistle. That goes on Quincy Acey. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Johnson kicks to Thomas. Boston needs to get off a shot. That's good. And it's 8 points for Jared Sullinger.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Rondo, no good.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Turner. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And that one's good.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay. And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Gay. He dishes it to AC. That's good.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong. And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
From deep, Thomas. And good on the basket. Book it.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D could afford to get.
That's good.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Rebound by the Kings.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Shooting for Sacramento, Rudy Gay.
He drops the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
So it's the Kings. He'll do the knowledge to the master builder. We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. This game marks the end of the road trip for Oklahoma City. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home.
And they've enjoyed success in this matchup, winning the 2 previous games. A chance to close it out here with the win. You've got to like their chances.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Greg. I mean, they've had a clear advantage in this matchup, and because of that, they've got to be feeling pretty good about their chances here tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Russell Westbrook out there at 4. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And it's blocked by Adams. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. On defense, Charlotte. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Now here's Lee, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Foy with it. He's picked up by Walker. The feed to Westbrook. From downtown. That's good. Westbrook's got 5 now.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Nice shot by Foy.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
And it's Lee, that time on the assist from Marvin Williams.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Money from the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Ibaka. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Here's Walker. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponent.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And then Durant with the dunk.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson's checked in for Cody Zeller. Kaminsky comes in for Williams. Lamb is checked in for Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Over in the corner, Batum. The basket good off the assist from Lin.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
That's tipped. Durant with the steal. Here's Westbrook on up the court. And Ibaka kicks to Adams. Back to Ibaka. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Lamb passes to Lynn. Banked in off the glass. Lynn's got his first points in this one.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Thunder out in front, up by 12. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Lee out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Williams. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Kaminsky in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Lee left side. Back to Walker. Durant with the steal. Pushing it up. From deep. But they get it back. There's Foy with the 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. In second, the Hornets.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Boy, they're really struggling right now in a big way.
There's Foy with the 3. The Hornets pull it in.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
No good from Durant.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the shot is good. Walker's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Hornets.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Foy dishes to Adams. Here's Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Al Jefferson. Hornets trail by 11. There's the double team with Westbrook. Down low. Here's Zeller. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the top to order, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Stolen by Durant.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Ibaka outside. Back to Durant. That one's in. Only his fourth make against 9 total shots.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here's the 3. And it's Foy missing. Hornets trailed by 15. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Here we can get a look at Oklahoma City, Kevin, and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. Second in rebounding. Second in second chance points. And they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
Westbrook against Walker. Outside Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Outside for Durant. Again, Durant missing.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Warriors and checking out Oklahoma City. Tied up with them. Oklahoma City leading by 15. It's Westbrook with the drive.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position. Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunkie. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
And he gets it to go. The Thunder shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all. Just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that.
And the basket by Kaminsky. 6 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Westbrook. No good on the buzzer beater. And through the...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the three spot. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And so Zeller nails both of them. The Thunder leading by 15. Westbrook kicks to Adams. And good on the basket. Book it.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. To the paint, here's Zeller, and it's blocked by Adams. Ibaka, the pass to Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. Kick out to Adams. Over in the corner, Foye. Here's Ibaka. Nailed from three-point land. Ibaka's got 13.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That's good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Walker goes in. Outside for Batum. Stolen by Durant. Good for his sixth make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Good. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Foye from long range. And Lee pulls it down. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside, Batum. Back to Lee. Walker in the corner. 4 on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
From Kemba Walker.
There's Foye with the 3. Cannot hit. Good D by Lee.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
124 left in the third quarter. It's Westbrook with the drive. Williams with the block. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Walker's shot is off. The Thunder leading by 18. Poked away. Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Leads running. Stolen by Westbrook. And the Thunder pushing it up now. No good on the fast break pull-up. Hornets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Lee dishes to Williams. And Batum kicks to Lee. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in for Cody Zeller. Kaminsky comes in for Williams. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And Batum kicks to Jefferson. Here's Lamb. Misses the shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 16. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Charlotte, we've got Jeremy Lamb. Jefferson is out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Batum, and it's Lin in the point guard position.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Thanks again, Doris. Lin kicks to Williams. Outside for Batum. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Thunder leading by 12. There's a screen by Kanter. Here's Waiters. Now the dish to Singler. And Randy Foye gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Charlotte making some changes. Cody Zeller comes in for Al Jefferson. And Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Oklahoma City. Durant comes in for Dion Waiters. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for the Hornets. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams, he's checked in for Kanter. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Anthony Morrow.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Lee kicks to Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. A nice shot by Zeller.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on. Oh!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. That would have been lucky had it fallen poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Westbrook against Walker. The kick out to Williams. There's the three. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist here tonight. Westbrook passes to Durant. Williams with the block. They recover it. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Here's Zeller. And the powerful one-handed slam.
clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Durant. Passes it to Ibaka. Randy Foye is on the way. Durant against Batum. Durant attacking. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Batum with the 3. Ball's knocked loose. But he stays with it. Williams dishes to Walker. Kicks to Lee. Launches it. Kept alive. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy. The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
For 3, Westbrook. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
And Zeller kicks to Lee. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Randy Foye.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Got a piece of it. From outside the arc. Oklahoma City the rebound. Here's Durant. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 17 seconds left in the 4th. Outside Batum. It's hauled in by Adams. Durant just inside the line. Wide open shot is on the money.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 8. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, I think he's just trying to send his team a message.
When the game got sloppy, introducing the Lone Ranger, the Kimo Sabi, the horses were big, the 10-gallon tracks, the hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat, we branched off, shine. I just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure. My pipes are intact. Don't believe me? Ask your pointing back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, 2 ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, 2 ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system.
NYG.
They said New York fell off, who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went, what part the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting, and the streets paper chase, supreme testing our patience. Now stop the presses, listen up, this is not a lecture, more like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, with a moxicillin. I've been the illest, this ill kid, Operation Rad. Though I never contemplated that. Then that's a wrap. Turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's. Pants is my code D. No iron team, homie. Picture me solo. See what happened to Tony? What he did to Manolo. Here go that New York Giant. Back on it again. See what Wolverines.
The Hornets are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this game. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. For the Atlanta Hawks earlier this season, they were the winning team in the last matchup against the Hornets.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Batum is out there with Marvin Williams. Then it's Cody Zeller. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Lee in the shooting guard position. Now here's Teague. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Walker missing again.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
Now, here's Walker. Kyle Korver missing his last shot. And the Hornets miss again. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And he gets it to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Teague kicks to Millsap. Dishes it to Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Horford. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Over the last month, let's see how the Hornets performed, Kevin, in the NBA stats. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. 6th in blocks. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And you look at their three-point shooting, they put defenses in a tough position. You've got to protect the paint and still chase out to 25 feet from the hoop. No easy task.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Korver passes to Millsap. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Teague. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Horford dishes to Teague. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. In second, the Hornets. In the third spot, the Hawks.
I think these teams have made the adjustments defensively, and both are seeing their defensive numbers rise.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. A nice shot by Teague.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Horford kicks the tee. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in for Williams. Lamb comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Corver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Corver's got his second bucket of the night.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved coach of the year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done, taking the Hawks to the top of the East, few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio, but he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Outside, Lynn. Pass to Jefferson. And it's sent back by Horford. Outside Corver. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hawks lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Hawks. Kicks to Heinrich. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Heinrich's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Hawks. Walker the pass to Lee. And it's Walker penetrating. He dishes it to Jefferson. And he gets it to go. Jefferson's got his second basket.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Back to Heinrich. Outside, Scott. Down low. Here's Schroeder. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Outside, Walker. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Atlanta leading by 5. Schroeder with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. To the paint. It's tipped. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Now Cephalosha. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Scott can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
There's Lee with the three. Fires the three. Feeds to Walker. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Scott. Schroeder kicks to Heinrich. Pass to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. No luck. And the Hornets now going the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Batum comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Lamb in there for Jeremy Lin. The Hawks leading by 4. Schroeder passes to Scott. To the middle. Looking to end the drought. It's deflected. Throws it up high. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
You could see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
And it's Walker penetrating. Scott pulls it in. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Let's see where Charlotte sits right now in the league rankings. Second in fewest turnovers per game. 6th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good. Not too bad.
And you got to love how well they safeguard their offensive possessions. You see the ranking, second fewest turnovers committed, terrific ball handling, and smart passing.
Hardaway's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. And he gets it to go. Scott's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lamb with the ball. He's picked up by Heinrich. And here's Cephalosha for 3. Cannot hit. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
It's stolen by Lamb. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Batum attacking. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 6 points for Batum.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
To the middle. Tavares. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
It's stolen by Lamb. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Hawks ahead, leading by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
The second half just about to get going here. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. They've got Batum. Williams is up there with Zeller. Then it's Lee. And it's Walker in the point guard. And that one's good. Millsap.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Here's Teague. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Millsap misses. Hornets trail by 5. Up top, Walker. Teague covering. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Walker. Some changes for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Williams. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Teague kicks to Horford. Teague with the ball. And it's Lin picking him up. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touched by Lee. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Charlotte. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Shot clock at 6. Here's Korver. Korver missing again.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lee outside. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
That's tipped, but they'll get another chance. 3-pointer. Korver missing again.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Kaminsky dishes to Jefferson. He feeds it to Batum. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Korver passes to Horford. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Ripped away. And Horford with a clear path to the hoop. Poked away. Lin with the steal. Here's Lee. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Kaminsky kicks to Lee. And he gets it to go. Lee's got the lead back up to 1 now for the Hornets.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Millsap dishes to Teague. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin. Zeller passes to Walker. To the inside. Batum. The kick out to Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Walker's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Heinrich kicks to Cephalosha. This one for 3. And Lee pulls it down. The Hornets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the 3rd. A 75% clip. Batum attacking. And good on the basket. Book it. Batum's got 8 points.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's Scott. Williams with the block. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 8 now on the night. And Atlanta has possession. It's a 5-point game. Hardaway kicks to Scott. There's the feed to Heinrich. Back to Scott. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys,
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hornets lead by 3. And we'll be back right after this. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. They've got Scott. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Heinrich. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Back to Heinrich. Launches a 3. They get it again. But he gets it back. And another shot. Shot is good. And the Charlotte lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Sefolosha.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Tavares, defended by Jefferson. Down low. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Williams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Teague kicks to Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Jefferson dishes to Kaminsky. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Horford sets a screen for Korver. Out to the wing. Teague kicks to Korver to tie it up. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. A floater. Williams passes to Lamb. The dish to Kaminsky. And stolen by Horford. Now here comes Teague, leading the break to take the lead. Passes it to Bazemore. And it's blocked. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Lynn with it, picked up by Teague. Inside. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Horford. And Bazemore kicks to Horford. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Teague dishes to Horford. Teague, the pass to Korver. Walker against Teague. just 4 to shoot. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bazemore for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Lee outside. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bazemore. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Batum's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Walker with it. Picked up by Teague. And it's Walker penetrating. And Zeller hits the lead. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. Here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bazemore, and he dunks it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business, for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy. They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Millsap with it. He's picked up by Lee.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Batum a screen on Korver. Lee passes to Batum. It's good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
The 3 from Korver. Korver missing again. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he gets it to go.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
Nails the triple. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.